So why did Mr. Acosta decide to flip his classroom? Well, I used to teach the same way that I was taught, and probably that you were taught, and probably the way your parents were taught, and that my classroom looks like this. 10 minutes of warm-up at the very beginning, then a lesson which lasts from 50 to 60 minutes in length, and then whatever was left was the time to practice, when you could just try doing your things. Now, most students will end up doing the first questions or decide that they were too tired to do any work and leave it for homework to get the work done. At home, either get it done or struggle and not be able to ask anybody. So how does the flipped classroom work? It's going to look like this. There's going to be a 10-minute warm-up at the very beginning, just like before, but then we're going to go straight into practice time. Why? Where's the lesson? The lesson comes from a 10-minute video that I've been working on to creating for you to make it very clear. Without the interruptions, without extra questions, I was able to condense that long lecture into only 10 minutes on YouTube that you will be watching the night before you come into class, or a couple nights before you come into class, to be ready for it. There'll be no lesson in class. We're just going to go straight onto the more difficult questions, or just questions that you will, or activities that will solidify that understanding. And then it'll be a 10-minute wrap-up. So what are some reasons why you would want to be in a classroom, or you would want to have your son or daughter in a flipped classroom? This is going to be a lot more work for me. For me, it was a lot more work already. And it's going to be a little bit more work for you, but you will see much better results. I've been going to other schools, checking out how things are working out, and everybody's told me the same thing. The top students are still going to do great. The students at the bottom will improve a little bit as long as they get the work done. Actually, they will probably all pass the course, but they need to get the work done. And the students in the middle, in the very majority, will soar. They'll see a great improvement. How does this happen? Well, this applies to all learners. Couple of things is that you can watch this video at your own pace. So you can junk it if you need to less time, or if you need to review something on that day. In class, you would have to stop me and ask a question. Now you can go and let me say that thing over and over and over until it makes sense. You can also watch this with your brothers or sisters, with your parents that are going to help you out, or with your tutor. So you'll have me available 24/7 on these videos. It's also for all learners because of all the activities that will take place in class. Will you get to do prove your understanding in different ways? It's collaboration skills. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about my work experience, but knowing to work with people will be your top skill needed for you to be successful in the workforce. And we will have plenty of chances to be working in groups and presenting and helping smooth out the transitions with groups that will be very beneficial for you. And we're going to have the chance to work with enriched activities that on those 10 minutes at the end of class were not enough to get done. Now this will be things that will solidify your understanding. Whether you like math or not, this would be great for you to understand how is it that you learn, and then how you can apply this to your life for your benefit in the future. Again, whether I'm going to be teaching you math, but a lot of this stuff will be used for absolutely everything. Now, what are some reasons why I wanted to flip the classroom? So my selfish reasons, okay? I told you this is going to be a lot more work for me. I've spent a lot of time on my summer creating these lessons, and I still have many to go. We're moving, so it's just pretty crazy. I have a 4-year-old daughter. She comes up in some of the videos. And we are expecting another baby for Halloween. So things are very, very difficult for me right now. But I did feel that I wanted to do this for you. Reason number 1 is for connections. I want to have a connection with my students. Why? Well, a bit of showing off here, but I do have 3 degrees. I'm a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering Management. I went back to McMaster University for a Master's in Business Administration. And then I went to University of Toronto for a Bachelor of Education. In my time in industry, I worked in 4 major companies. Westinghouse in the power division, designing steam turbines. In General Motors, manufacturing car engines. At Pratt & Whitney, by the airport here in Mississauga, designing jet engines for small aircraft. And in Procter & Gamble with lots of consumer products that you would probably know to hear, but may not recognize Procter & Gamble. It's a huge company. Then on year 2000, I got a chance to go on doing some relief work. I went for a full month to Mexico in Mexico City and Mexico surroundings, helping poor families, building houses, working with street kids. And it was an experience that changed my life. I went in the next year, Guatemala in 2001, for another month. I led a group there, and my life in Canada started not making a lot of sense, and that led to me quitting my last job, Procter & Gamble, and becoming a teacher. Why? Well, for those connections. I wanted to be able to pass on a lot of the things that I've learned and see how things work in different countries. I was born in South America. I've done a lot of traveling. I've had a lot of work experience. I want to pass that on to you. Yes, I'll be teaching you the math, but I want to share a heck of a lot more stuff. And this will allow me the time and the opportunity to connect with you in that level. Now, connections. It's proven that a teacher or a student that has a connection with a teacher will perform better, and hopefully this will be the case. So I really look forward to sharing this semester with you.